So, good question. Out of Jeffrey Osborne and Stanley Clarke, which records did I like that George Duke produced on them or when he worked with them? So, with him and Stanley Clarke, it was the fusion that was like an interesting project. It's pop R&B with Nas Tando contemporary with a blend of funk. They did a few different things. Um, they had some stuff that I really liked. I mean, Sweet Baby was one of my cuts. I like when George was hitting that note. Him and Stan Clark, they had a pretty good vibe going on with what they did. As instrumentalists and stuff, I mean, I like when they played together and things of that nature. It was cool. I think it was a good mix for Stanley Clark. I think it gave Stanley a different audience, a more contemporary thing. I think it definitely blended and folded with him nicely. So I think for Stanley Clark, with his approach to his musicianship, with the rawness and the tone, playing with George Duke, gave him a nice mellow uh, balance that you usually don't associate necessarily with some of the way that he would groove and play. But I think that this was it worked pretty good. I like the musicianship. I like the totality of it. So I thought that it worked. I thought it worked pretty good. I thought it was, pretty cool. I definitely thought it hit a certain way. So I like how it kind of felt. So I go along with that. Now, asking me about George Duke and Jeffrey Osborne, they were on there, I think Lionel Richie, James Anthony Carmichael tip with a nod to Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones. Um, when Jeffrey Osborne left LTD, worked with George Duke, it was a good mix of adult contemporary, R&B, pop, versatile, groove based. Had an adult slick sound to it. Definitely worked. Um, and I like probably the first album the best. You know, I really don't need no light to see through all that. I like that. I like that record. I like that groove was on point. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That was my cut. You know. Second album was Stay With Me Tonight was tight. We're going all the way. Had some songs. That they definitely had a good, but it was definitely done in that middle of the road, kind of what Lionel Richie was doing with James Anthony Carmichael. You could definitely tell it was definitely tapping into a particular market, but it was a good mix and mix up. I think George Duke always does a good job with vocalists. I think he understood with harmonics and had a nice, acceptable tone and feel. So I liked it. I liked it. I thought it was happening. Um, I definitely liked it. Asking me who got the most out of it, out of Stanley Clark, Jeffrey Osborne from production from George Duke, I would probably say Jeffrey Osborne because they had a lot of great songs that definitely worked. They had a big time hits. But Stanley Clark and George Duke, it was interesting because their styles loaned themselves to more commercialized acceptability, which is not normally based on what they from the backgrounds they came from. So it was different in that regards. But I think Jeffrey Osborne probably got the most out of the association with George Duke. I think the production and the groove, I think it definitely loaned itself to it. But it's a good question because there was a lot of, great music being made with that. And yeah. Anyway, please tell me what you think below. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership because when you do, requests like this will come true. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.